It's the question on everyone's mind, the great mystery of our political age. Just how tall are each of the Trumps? President Donald Trump stands at a whopping 6 feet 3 inches tall. Or so he claims. In December 2024, Trump stood alongside Prince William during the reopening ceremony of Notre Dame in Paris. And in these photos, Prince William appeared to be taller than Trump. Supposedly, Prince William is also 6 feet 3 inches tall, so somebody's definitely telling fibs. Interestingly, Trump appears to be quite sensitive about his height, since he never seems to stop bringing up Barron Trump's impressive stature, despite their height difference reportedly causing significant tension between the two.
A very tall son named Barron. Has anyone ever heard of him?
Melania Trump is nearly 6 feet tall, standing at 5'11". In case this is the kind of thing you care about, she's exactly 5 inches taller than former First Lady Jill Biden. Based on available information, Melania also ties with Michelle Obama and Eleanor Roosevelt as the tallest First Lady in U.S. history. Considering her height and that of her husband, supposedly, it's perhaps no surprise that Barron Trump is as tall as he is. Donald Trump Jr. was already on shaky ground when his dad gave him his name, as Don Sr. was reportedly afraid that his eldest son wouldn't live up to the family legacy. The elder Trump is said to have wondered, what if he's a loser? With that kind of opening, it's easy to believe that the president might have feared his son would quite literally come up short. Thankfully, Don Jr. inherited his dad's genes on that front, as he stands at an impressive 6 feet 1 inch tall. Donald Trump's elder daughter is the same height as her stepmother, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Of course, like Melania, Ivanka often attends fancy events in formal wear, and those heels tend to add a few inches to that. Meanwhile, at 6'3", Jared Kushner is the same height as Ivanka's father. You know, supposedly. Either way, Jared and Ivanka are each tall enough to give their kids a good chance at growing up tall. And at least one of them is on their way, as Arabella Kushner already seems to be giving her Uncle Barron a run for his money. Eric Trump is actually taller than his dad by 2 inches, standing at 6'5". Interestingly, Eric's stature is what first caught the attention of his now wife, Laura Trump. Laura confessed on the She Rises Studios podcast that she didn't know anything about Eric at first, besides the fact that he was taller than her, which was a good thing, apparently, because it meant she could wear heels out without worrying about whether she would tower over him.
And I was like, oh, this could work because he's taller than I am in heels.
Tiffany Trump is the shortest of the Trump family at just 5 feet 8 inches tall, although of course she's still 4 inches taller than the average woman in the U.S. Tiffany's mother is Donald Trump's second wife, Marla Maples, who is reportedly the same height as her daughter, if her IMDb page is to be believed. That said, Maples has never officially confirmed her actual height. Interestingly, Tiffany's teenage niece, Arabella Kushner, is probably around her height right now, although Kushner is still growing and will most likely surpass her aunt over the next few years. You probably saw this one coming.
My Barron. My tall Barron.
Barron Trump is by far the tallest member of the Trump family, standing somewhere between 6'7" and 6'9". And Barron has really shot up in the last few years. For example, compare how he looked when Donald Trump won the election in 2016 versus 2024. Back in March 2024, The List asked a pediatric anesthesiologist if Barron, who was born in 2006, was done growing by then. The answer? Yes, most likely. That said, the doctor added, he is well above the 95th percentile for height on both the WHO and CDC growth chart. Unlike the rest of the family, Barron tends to stay away from the limelight. Still, this is kinda hard to do when he's towering over pretty much every other person he meets.